Hey guys, welcome to another fast RYOBI video. Today, in my hand, somehow, by mistake or will, I don't know, fell this airstrike RYOBI, a nail gun, or to be more exact, it's a bradnailer. You know, it throws in brad nails, or these guys right here. They're some kind of tiny nails, and they don't need to be fancy. The whole reason of this video is that I was asked if this machine that's around 200 bucks, if I'm not wrong, or less probably now, works with other brad nails besides the ones you buy from Home Depot. Well, my answer will be in a second. Let's talk about the build. A piece of metal hanging thingy right here. Really good grippy rubber. It has a step button here that you turn the light on. Has two LED lights on both sides. As the guide here, it comes with another guide, which I don't know where I put. Yeah, it's right here. That's the smaller guide. This is the bigger guide here. You open it here to see if it jams or anything, to check and clean it. You put it down. You grab it back. Really good material, by the way. Really good metal. Here, you increase and decrease the depth of the brad nail going in the wood. And in both sides, when you put it down, it has two pieces of rubber, so it's not gonna go anywhere. On the back, you have the power of the piston inside, the piston that drives the air. This is how you adjust the power on it for the nails. Except that's a two-step trigger, which I really like because you kind of have control and then you just hit it. Here is where you load it. You put the nails inside, which we're gonna do that in a minute. First, before you load any nails, make sure the battery is out. I know they have safety mechanisms and all that stuff, but just to be on the 100% safe sides, because these are not toys. These are not toys. There's no going back. So take the battery out and make sure you don't just open this when it gets jammed. Before opening it, make sure you take the battery out, then open the slider, then open the top here to check if it got jammed, if it gets jammed, or just simply to reload it. Always, I can't stress enough that you have to have the battery out of the tool. And with that said, in here, as you see, it's a 5/8 to 2-inch brad nails, or for our European friends, 15.9 millimeter to 50.8 millimeter. I'm not sure how big that is, but I guess it's big in millimeters. So anyway, does it work with non-Home Depot nails or non-fancy nails? Yes, sir. It works with these nails right here. Guess where did I get them from? Harbor Freight. For just a couple bucks, and these are the galvanized brad nails. This one is the 18 gauge because that works for this gun, and it comes 5,000 of them, 1.25. I have another pack somewhere. I'm not gonna do it on this video, but that's gonna be enough for here. I have another pack of 2 inches, and this is 1.25. I have another pack of 1 inch. So let's see, how do we load this one before we work and test it on some pieces of wood. We have a lot of nails inside here. Let me take a small one here. Make sure the rest go inside so they don't break from the chain they are put on. And always with the battery out. These things are dangerous, so battery out. Millionth time I say it. You take the nails, you push them on the leftmost corner until they rest. As you see, these ridges here are made for the heads of these nails to rest on. Do not operate this machine if the nails are not resting straight or are not resting in one of these canals that are made for them. And the last one, you put this back, you'll hold them snug and tight. Then we put the battery. I'm gonna use a regular 4-amp battery for it, like I always do. Load it, make sure it's good, and let's try to drive the first nail. I hope I don't mess up my table. And let's try one of these small woods, right, to drive it into each other, as we see here. I hope the camera will catch something. As you see, oh, it went to the other side. Look, I'm just gonna grab it from here, and let me take it out of the wood. Yes, the full length of the nail went inside, and it left a very, very clean entry point. That is something I appreciate. Very clean entry point, but this is a soft wood. So let me try to drive one inside this big wood, and let me try to do it without messing up my table. And as you see right here, there's another one next to it, but disregard that one. Our nail is right here inside. Probably it's driven a little bit too far inside, or too deep, I would say, but just to demonstrate to you that it works. And this is quite a rough wood. It's quite a rough, old, seasoned piece of wood, because I like to hold my wood dry. And yes, this nail gun, if you are planning to do any project and you don't have the Makita money or DeWalt money, go give it a try. Go give it a try. Maximum, if you don't like it, keep it for a week or two, and if it doesn't do what you need, you can still return it. I advise not to, but hey, if it doesn't work for you, that's what the store offers anyway. That's their policy. Home Depot is pretty good with that. Say, very, very beautiful machine. Always when you're done working, not while you work, but when you're done working, take the battery off so a child or somebody doesn't just go and click it and do some damage, even though it's not supposed to go off unless this piston here is pushed. As you see here, that's now it's supposed to be triggered. The piston is being told that it's active and ready to drive. So you never know, a child might take it, sometimes they don't seem that strong, but drives it into something or their own leg, or you just don't want to leave that door open to happen. And yes, these are the LEDs I told you about on both sides, and they look really good. They stay on for a few seconds after you press, so you don't need to hold it pressed. As you see, they stay quite a long time, actually, enough for you to see the place you're gonna drive the nail in. And yes, I've done with this nail gun an entire ceiling. Not the biggest ceiling, probably I would say 600 square foot ceiling with this with a similar wood to this one here. And yeah, I had to change the battery, but otherwise I had zero jams. I don't know, maybe it was just me, maybe it was these nails. I don't know what made it not jam, because I've heard people, oh, but it jams, oh, but it's RYOBI. In my case, I'm gonna be brutally honest, I would not exchange this one for a DeWalt. And what I realized with this one is, let me do this drive again. So you see, on DeWalt, I had one of those too, and I returned it because I didn't like it, so I'm not gonna lie. I returned it because by the time you press on DeWalt, you hit the trigger, to the time the nail exits here, it's quite a few seconds. It takes a while, and you probably, if you have a DeWalt, you know it. That the motor you hear here going, then it hits. Instead of just going straight up like this one. As you see, boom, boom, it goes in and out. And when you flip this to auto, all you have to do is hold this trigger on. As you see me right now, you don't need to take it off every time you want to drive a nail in. All it does is that when this comes back into trigger, it will drive the nail automatically, and you can go faster. As you saw, way faster. I didn't need to remove my hand from the trigger at all. Just boom, 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 boom. I wasn't able to do that with DeWalt, even though I like DeWalt, so don't get me wrong with that one. I'm not a DeWalt hater. I actually like DeWalt. They do good. DeWalt, Milwaukee, Makita, oh, they're good. To me, I just know I like RYOBI for the price point and how responsible they are with the customers. So far, anytime I've had any concern or anything regarding their tools, I just call and actually somebody answers and try to address my problem with the most professionalism I ever seen a company do. So, you're experience might be different. Mine is this one. And yes, do I suggest this RYOBI nail gun? Absolutely yes. Who is that made for? Anybody who wants to use a bradnailer. Maybe if you're a heavy pro contractor, you might differ from my opinion, but I would say that this tool is a great asset to have in your toolbox. And with that said, we'll see you next time. Bye!